Fourth Amendment actually.
Strong police presence.
This is Pullen.
Thank you for the conspiracy theory.
I solved 9/11, but nobody cares.
There you are.
I'm coming home.
Anybody listening to this network before Jack Blood Show, during Jack Blood Show, and then the past couple days, obviously there's been a lot of interesting things happening, and I do want to give an update to the whole Ace Baker tragedy, or not so much tragedy, whatever it is, but he did on his blog report that indeed this was a pretend suicide. This was a staged event. Now this is what he's saying, folks. Keep in mind.
This is who?
Yeah, this is him. This is his acebaker.blogspot.com, and sure enough, I will read what he wrote, folks. 2 days ago, I pretended to commit suicide while on an interview show with Jim Fetzer. Why on earth would I do such a thing? I knew that the truth of such an act would be easily determined. Sure enough, within a half an hour or so, 4 uniformed police officers arrived at my door, summoned by Dr. Fetzer. I explained my actions to the cops, as I will explain below. Evidently, they reported back to Fetzer, who wasted no time alerting Killtown. This was a work of performance art. The societal function of the artist is to challenge the perceptions, to stimulate thoughts and emotions within audience members that might not otherwise occur. There were 2 important messages intended by my suicide performance art, one of which was quite clear enough in the audio-only version, and which I will discuss below. The other, even more important message will best be understood in the context of the video version. So he goes into this. I'm not going to give this any more time at this point. This is him. I do want to give you one reason, because
But
most of this
cares.
Yeah, really, I know. Really, how ridiculous.
Is that him?
How absolutely.
I did.
Is he on the line? Ace Baker, are you there?
Ace?
I don't accept the legitimacy of government.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Ace.
Just relax.
I appreciate that, Ace. Thanks for letting us know.
The one who doesn't belong.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know the feeling. Ben feels that way all the time.
I do.
I solved 9/11, but nobody cares.
I know. It's sad.
Most people, they support government.
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Ace, are you there? Ace, answer me, Ace. I need you.
Good Lord. God, we're gonna one day wherever we go after we're done, Ben, we're gonna have to answer for today's actions.
Yeah,
so
whatever.
Tell us about that Ace Baker. Anyway, so here's why. Why did I do this?
Well,
because
I guess when it
shut up, Ace. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh,
because
man.
most of the so-called leaders of the 9/11 Truth Movement are not the least bit interested in truth. And he goes on to name several names, and I will stop there. You can check it out, acebaker.blogspot.com. And you know what, man, and anybody out there saying, oh, you shouldn't make fun of such a thing, you know what, BS. This guy has the nerve to go on anybody's show, for that matter, or in any context, to fake his own suicide. Deserves a little bit of Animal Farm grief and fun and craziness.
He has reached the pinnacle of douchedom, though.
Ben, well
by
said.
Performing
That
this
is
act.
That's pure poetry, and you obviously have a way with words. And then hopefully we will talk about U.S. job losses in December could be worse in 60 years. This is a prediction, so we'll get to that. Economic news, finance news, crazy stuff on the Animal Farm Radio Show. We shall return.
And I'll fully admit that I'm the weird one.
You know, if this is just
I
one...
don't accept the legitimacy of government.
I'm sorry to hear that, Ace. Ace, relax, Ace. You know, you've done it enough.
Pipe down there,
Yeah, relax.
son.
You know, shoot something else, would you? Anyway, so it's time for the infamous...
is
it Ace Baker?
When it comes to...
Oh, boy. Ace Baker's killed himself 4 times on our show tonight. This is monumental and unprecedented.
Turn up your radio dials, children. It's Ace Baker Super Douche! This week on a special episode of Ace Baker Super Douche, Ace finally solves the mystery surrounding the 9/11 conspiracy.
I solved 9/11.
But before Ace can go public with his newly found evidence, he must deal with the one thing blocking him from revealing it to the world: himself. While Ace is dealing with his mental hardships, he comes to grips with reality and realizes the only way to get the facts out is to kill himself. But before he does, Ace realizes that he needs to have one final word to the one he loves.
Dylan Avery, I love you. And I know that 9/11 has taken a lot of me away from you, and I'm sorry for that. And I hope that someday that you'll forgive me.
Will Ace kill himself? Will he be rescued by Stephen Jones? Will his long-lost love, Dylan Avery, come to save him? Find out on the next Ace Baker Super Douche!